Maneva na sema PENDREAM TV. PENDREAM TV de osia dem yopo.
Welcome to PENDREAM TV, your Ghana most trusted voice in political news. Today we bring you nothing but a shocking revelation from Ivan Che concerning the tragic helicopter crash that claims the lives of two high-profile government officials, including Dr. Omane Boamah. Stay with us as we uncovered the truth behind this tragic scene. Thank you. Do subscribe, like, and also share to other friends or any platform you belong to as well. Stay tuned to the end. Thank you.
Nsama etise no menim baby a okasa wo start here menim baby a wo start here free. And it's very sad. Very sad. Especially when you know the persons who are involved in this whole tragic thing. Alaska, I'm not sure say words enough I bet me express how we feel about some of these things, because these are individuals that yes more private business and now more any other thing and no nam so kunya sam kwanhia wo these are individuals that more your man adwuma and her circumstances no kwan your fa so a it's heartbreaking. And the sad aspect of it all, so individuals know we said a basic culture, there are some the personal attachment is there. Yes. Will be to say Samuel Abuaji say somebody a very close friend that occasionally he will call him. I remember say almost 2 about we you declare say we win it. Later AC assign a tiny in this particular thing. We were on phone for like
but I know na Obuase.
Yes.
Oh!
Yes. I've been to his house. Like me, Alaska is sad. It's sad. He's such a young man. Or try out also in the Sassam we are to who beats a Dr. Boamah or no crowd and another Jubilee House. And the day na your friend say 6 March and also no.
That's right.
He was at the your friend say Jubilee House. I saw him in person, and I know I saw somebody in the way.
Accountability
government
series.
Accountability series.
I think just last week.
Yes. Alaska, these are individuals on there, and this is a young man full of life. And I hear my various who were playing the NDC leading up or in opposition. Back your friends in the IT department. Right. 777. He was the person manning it. Election night no bakaya or the president Mahama na no mote ho our brief know how things were going in as a former when you na buy or some be deputy minister your friends minister of defense Augusto Oye na Juma. Nobody expected some of this tragic owo de bia meka say obi atumi wu at any point in time yare na as a former Alaska owo no some of this tragic thing no especially when it involves planes, then as a form.
Sadly,
the sad aspect of being involved in a helicopter or plane crash in Alaska, you get the indication say ukwaku. That is the sad aspect of it all. You get the indication because whenever there is this thing, what the plane when to say pilot and answer why air use the term mayday, you know say
mayday.
Yeah, mayday. It's a distress call. Yes, send it back to where say things are out of control. So that is a code that we not tell what be my brother to play mu pet. I was so say says all bumpire children because mayday dear a very way a distress sign, distress call. Near my way cause he said the details are quite sketchy. We don't actually know what exactly they happen here. Pieces of information nipa are involved in one seven but Alaska, it's very terrible because you see in the helicopter or in the plane, you get the indications that new going there because what fly above certain radar.
That's right.
Several miles away from the earth. Who can free plane me nye? Who see nye? Because who see no bedroom from because oxygen there is depleted, so you even die before you reach down. Wow. That is one aspect of it. Who can nye? And according to sketchy reports now, but I think that particular area now, there is a problem there.
Oh,
Corona we see, is the same area na last year we had a scare at the same place. And I am told Obakaya, Abraham John Mahama, your president 2016.
That's right.
There was another scare at the same area.
Okay.
So I one place, I don't know what it is, but I think some explanation will come. Some of this authority would know. I don't know that near my or high sometimes no radar and as for no jamming, that kind of way no. So it's the same place and at this particular sad incident Akwakwesi. So just imagine say we play when you indications say pilot na lose control. And I'm told the feedback communication to the tower with control no cry, they even lost it. So why na walk catch no?
Wow.
And one lose control to radar and the 10 is flying on its own. Alaska, the dangerous aspect of this whole thing is I didn't bet me about the bottom. Ebe bottom no win yet. I don't know whether they had parachute, a parachute on board. I bet me, but circumstances in their city and sometimes are very difficult to explain some of these things. But Alaska, I didn't bet bottom. That's a word prayer. That's a win we cry a jatoma. And they about come for who said the most inflammable fuel back when was I see way so. Jet fuel.
Jet fuel.
A highly inflammable. And this Obakaya, Abra, World Trade Center, and Anten Qua attack here. Plane no moji, the Qua attack here. That plane was loaded with jet fuel. And until the World Trade Center was able to burn. Yes, because that plane, not jet fuel, ya loady womb, or muhuye. And because or the Boamah, the fuel nankasa will explode. A idea highly inflammable. Enti se enya bofom na se impact in a higher. Obviously, a jabetum. And that's exactly what happened in this particular instance. So just imagine say adiwe yesi. Na Alaska jet na bofom. Na wuye. Na me fan say bia ade dade bia to na so nka obetimi atwen ho bia. Na eja atom na wuni ba bia afa. Na wo hye animo no.
Oh.
And the pictures and the video circulating, I'm told that Dr. Boamah na mama TV ho and now just na Alaska we a parent what me share look at Boamah where he has got into to become a defense minister, such a young person. Now we na mama na TV na we TV. Na ohu sa nema we ya one way ya trauma obenya wasase we so
that's right. And on the banner I said
yes
serious.
And Felix couldn't address the media because oba no any demeanor and the composure, because these are young guys who are related apart from professional job, they have personal relationship. And you could see he was throwing his hands in the air. How do you even address this thing? Then Alaska. And chief of staff or cancer he spoke for a few minutes.
That's right.
Because okasa emanuko echira ebianka esun bedi echire, because it's really hard, very hard. It's unfortunate that this week has really been a tough week because Lumba Samia Kaya. And the persons involved, Obakaya, in my analysis, I've been making reference to your friend say Mutala Mohammed.
That's right.
He's one person I admire so much because he's frank. He's somebody on the back I say the word honorable no ebaya omo and scrappy because he feels honor MP there but nimkro for no subaya bi mu da na di. This is a guy or you plain or can some say they sit here. And these are individual, very articulate, very intelligent young man. In a service. Alaska, some of these things you may know, it's not about whether you like the person or you don't like the person. It's really sad because me say obiawu. The last time I catch her say enisa wo yare ansa na wawu ko yantwengu ba bia say enisa wo yare ansa na wawu owu no bia bewu, but sometimes the way it happens to say wo burn in this particular way, and the fuel involved no a highly inflammable. So Alaska some produce we see are no yet ding. And the films na nkasa no kura betimi say you can't describe this thing. Alaska, the family no baby omo bia no, I think say your friend say your condolences has to go to the family first, the mother and Honorable Samuel Sapon. I remember a few years ago me oshia me wo your friend said da ho ohumia, that was the first ohumia na obom. Hey Ivan, I've been watching you, you're doing great. That is the kind of way the first encounter me and I didn't even expect to be whom but the very moment he saw me, he came to me no betia me is that signing as a phone. These are individuals. Alaska is very sad. And then yentimin can any soldier for now involved.
That's right. It means we are losing something there.
Yes. The 3 military guys are amongst no service to their country, service to their nation. In the course of their this duty, no, Alaska, they have families, they have other way. It's sad, and I think that is good. So yeah, per the words of the chief of staff, or declares a tragic Wednesday.
That's right.
It's really tragic because it doesn't happen. So benya cabinet ministers and high profile government officials in this particular manner.
No.
And the sad aspect of this whole thing is that I'm told the president was supposed to be at the function.
That's right.
And the president was supposed to be on board on this particular plane.
That's right.
It was a last minute rearrangement. And then the man president and join it. And yes, I Bianca any a different thing altogether. But Alaska,
according to your reporter from the presidency, yes, you go more fete. Asofo bi bae. Etese omobe pese president ni omobe ba besum ene.
Okay.
In the president who say okay, say asofo say na djumede bi su say dia e de metu mana musifo akọ na meni asofo na okọ akosum.
Yes.
Enti president ni enter enam kwanso a wo mu ekọ. Ena ewo gomu afete ansana news we mbaye. So the president had to what? Get return.
Yes. So the president was supposed to be at the program.
At the same plane.
The same plane and so last minute arrangement, the president have to go somewhere, and then Omane, Mutala, and some other individuals. We, Madam Fui, Abuaji or Kanhui,
that's right.
But and I'm say parliamentary way now, you know, Deputy NADMO coordinator. So obviously, Obezi in Accra, and he has to join them.
Oh!
Because in the place I bossy anytime be my friend be a bossy no be a back crowd wife I'm a back crowd my friend that kind of way.
FM 92.3.
It's sad. It's sad. Today is indeed tragic. When your friends are Wednesday, because we least suspected some of these things will happen. Alaska is quite unfortunate. And the sad aspect of Omane Boamah, our deputy minister of defense and
our defense minister
I think we are telling few days ago. I think in one of his address he was talking about the military planes now our bad conditions.
Very well.
At this time we can't preempt ourselves and say it be a mechanical fault relating to the plane weather. I don't want to speculate because officially now I think almost the closest we are Ben fire service where Ben Boase, and they will drive 1 hour before they will get to the place. Technical report. I don't know whether some of these planes they use a black box any details be recorded. Because anyway be a pilot to go through be a recorded in the black box. So I don't know in this particular military plane they use those things and that's so you hear their call so because pilots in the back in as much as we lose contact with the control center no or back and it will be recorded so you have a fair idea what happened at this point. Mahusa man for a bad weather obisi say as at now there is no even the presidency or my report no crano couldn't attach any reason why this thing happened. For all we know is that particular place in Ankasa a problem. And some of these things, some of this phenomenon, to explain them, sometimes a bit way. Because I think in the Baltic Sea somewhere, a particular place, a sinking ship from the 80s up to now. And that's so. So I think that one of the areas we were feeding a ship I sink you go to a point of even playing cranam, honors or fast away, no so you are likely say overdrawn it. So some of this, I don't know whether it's a natural force, whatever, but I think that in the coming days, no further explanation will come up. But Alaska is really sad because the very people involved are young people. Look at Omane Boamah, very young person, full of life, energy. Now, no her press conference, so yeah. Clearly, we see that this is somebody again so much into his job, very passionate. He was the same person who was saying that the military in the next 4 years, is going to employ about 12,000 young people.
That's right.
Making sure that he's doing things right just to ensure that that accommodation will be available. And all of a sudden, we are talking about a different thing altogether. it's really sad. And I also sympathize with the president. Because you can imagine the state of trauma because the chief of staff, when he spoke, you could see clearly. I've told you about Felix. He stayed there to the extent that he couldn't even address the media because he's devastated, very highly devastated. The chief of staff was very quick to wrap things up in a very particular way. But Alaska, I idea one careful be one. Yes, obi at the way I said Bermuda Triangle. Yes, it's true. Thank you very much. Bermuda Triangle. Ship sink or holding the kitwa. So the phenomenon up to now, people haven't been able to give us a clarity as to why. So Ghana, so I think the Bermuda Triangle, yes, our place, Yes, because last year, there was a similar incident. The only difference is plane and crash out the same area. And I remember, sir, Abraham John president. There was a scare. I think that the plane by force landing be over Kaya. If you turn your mind back to 2016, 2015, there was an incident there that has to do with this same helicopter thing, and a president was on board around that particular time. I think that Obiswa catch them said during President Kufuor time. There was a similar
annual ritual.
Yeah, a walk that particular place. It's unfortunate that this time around, a claim such valuable lives. More some more mind. I think Ghana for quite we need to do to honor their memory. I think we need to do because Alaska is sad. It's sad. Right. Because, I saw Boamah a few days ago. This is a young man full of life, very passionate. Oh, Alaska.
Right. I'm sure that was Ivan Che Innocent. Ivan Meba Mama Yetiwe Kakratiwe. Mini Omane Boamah your last interview before 2024 elections on this particular network. I know say a Wednesday.
I've just read that the military say the Chief of Army Staff, Major General Bismarck Kwesi Ongona, has stated that the military has a significant responsibility in ensuring a free, fair, and transparent election. Look, the military, NDC will win all the barracks in Ghana. I want to tell the top hierarchy of the military, NDC will win all the barracks in Ghana. So the top hierarchy of the military, if they think what was done in the year 2020 can be repeated in 2024, they are joking. They are joking. Repeat it after me. They are joking. If they think that military invasion of parliament, now on January 6th, it will be repeated in this election. Once again, they are joking. Who will be a Boamah command? And Nipana Edinechino are not obeying the command. They should wait and see.
Ivan, 1 year Pepper Penny.
Yes, it's very so. Like most of his interviews, Ninja center on defense.
That's right.
And this is somebody who advocating for some changes in the way a military few days ago, and I was challenging various security agencies about missing ammunition.
That's right.
And I think so here in the press conference now, lead that conversation has to do with this ammunition. And don't also forget that this gentleman in question, Dr. Omane Boamah, is a medical doctor. The classmate and Madame Fo, me papa, me doctor. A friend Dr. Mia, Holy Family Hospital. No, and I work in UST.
That's right.
So they are very close friends. So this is a gentleman with a medical background as a medical doctor. Our transition to do what he's doing.
Wow.
Alaska, you need to be somebody of a highly intellectual, to have a high intellectual value to be able to, blend some of these things and do it quite well. It's quite unfortunate. I don't know where Sayebetimia used to express. And anyway, condolences, and you don't even know who to wish.
Exactly.
Because this is a gentleman, the military alusu, baby. The NDC fraternity alusu, baby. Ghana for alusu, baby. And son and the family, so alusu, baby. And Mutala is the same thing. And say there is another by-election, sir. Ever because Mutala was an MP. And Mutala has always been my favorite MP.
That's right.
Because of Okanabing, or straight to the point. Alaska is sad. It's sad. I remember there was a time he was on TV and obi challenging sort of part 1 and as for and the way no bubo no win the part for good means yes he is a free soul, very fine person with calm composure even though near den there Alaska but that sorry and these are individuals who pitch up and thing sometimes or yarena or yanka that is different.
That's right.
Oh no yari no then you prepare your mind towards acceptance so oh no yari because obi yari the possibility of you getting closer to death na in our part of the world no you so yare na wawu but wait there when yare ho ya den what that sort na pakra wo yire me tu kwan yakokumase akwakoya ade aba and all of a sudden such a tragic incident happened and Alaska it's sad I think say Ghana for respect BS ye pay for this departed soul biano very often na ya politics NDC MPP Nancy Muhunu
no baba so what is the way aye politics what you know
yes because in this particular way I'm not sure say anybody betim this animal way politics I sama I reho and if nothing at all I'm told say na mame TV na sa de see so NDC for more around the area.
That's right. They should get close.
They rush to the place to console the woman because me sure say baby what do because how man when mama e be wanyini and some of these things Alaska it will knock you off.
That's right.
It will knock you off because it's sad. It's really sad and I think tribute to be as a man for pay the presidency the place is highly devastated.
That's right.
And I saw Muntaka
that's right.
Your first interior minister.
Initially for speculating.
He was crying like a baby. People had to console him and several other people. Alaska is sad.
Because what the information I had, the Kratina onosu kawan komukobi.
Yes.
Nanka onosu
kobi. Issue ni babanteno. I think say nipa na omudi ni na muye mutaka.
That's right.
Ene Amakufibua, Lance Minister.
Ene Hanabisiu.
Oh, okay, but I'm told say Nrano, Lance Minister. Akoye.
That only the let them no medikai.
Okay, on it Eko Kumase.
That's right. Yeah, the lay. I can na komo beko.
Oh, okay. And that on your said the lab be perform. They say play no be asu. Oh, it's sad. Alaska, some of these things, you know, and na oko US akata for no na mfa play no.
Really?
Oh, be at na US for them kwan na nyina mfa play nda. Or say on person be fraud dia ukowu a ntimi nsinwane. And kilometer near dying over driver.
That's right.
Because who to the sense plane accident. Now no they see we India echo way plane take it off na and omunya indications a plane ko crash. We are home here nye.
And that's when you to yourself me
one yes. When you to yourself and we fan saying the other free be aba free. And sa plane accident sometimes you know almost say nyame sometimes some of things not happen nyame bu na ne gu ne sa plane ne ko we no obi a video inside the bar na enkura nketenkete a yawo mo e de damanfo nan so opimfo wo mu a onyem Alaska when natural phenomenon that Indian plane no oba pimfo e wo mu ena your friends say ma me mpanimfo who say obi there are people they can calm themselves obi betimi calm me ho but because obi wo mu a otim di I remember no obi encounter with Mandela no mu tu kwan akọ baby.
That's right.
Ena plane no enya turbulence was so ebubom na amanfo esu Jesus na obi friend nyame ofi friend bosom ena Mandela team na why say as if say nothing is happening. Enti plane nya aye land na o say asem free Mandela no say that was scary. Ade amanfo ewu omu su ni na say for no no. But you see obi a kwan ofa so a otimi handle situation and we obi a woni saa kokoduro no bia obewu osoro ho kwansa na ade na anya accident and you can't do anything about obekai Kobe Bryant de on ne ba.
That's right.
Ekonya the same way Diego Jota na no ada one day kwa de na ye friend say car Liverpool player yi and player ya omoton na akọ sign the contract wanuru no so ni play kwa ira yi and me real finidin I no so be nsense between two English club and na se for no So Alaska, some of these things, and the Abasa Kwana for plane we no I am Shishi and as for Undruya Wakoma. And I dear by Consua, me pesa me kaka dear we who is Alaska. The last time I was telling somebody said me kwa ye na one papa no ti o te ka ba akom o yere team o matim a very dangerous way. So even though at some next year we for 2 ministers of state and big government officials young crowded in the same thing na yam fun to kwan going forward, I think that we need to in the US hardly and a president and the vice for play back home.
And US?
No. Hey, na BBC I won't lose one no. Even in the White House, even though the vice president has on one office but hardly and I be who say because they make sure that they isolate them.
Okay.
And the BBC
in case of any calamity.
Yeah, so like Jubilee House, for instance, you can't have the president and the vice president operating from the same building. And the BBC, na say Jubilee House no, we say nuke be banner you neutralize you lose 2 people. So in as much as you have office there, you don't operate from there.
Okay.
So because some of these things you need to take certain by hano because it can't happen say president and the vice president be playing back. A president and then a vice. Obe no multi playing back say you too kwan. No. Even the security no cry amount ho kwan. What are some na make and ministers of state be 5 na maso am ho go play back na se for no ana abusia. But there was a time maybe see abusia o maso mo nyina se kohye papa wu ye ne yiri wu ye ne man ne we nyina ko no mu nyina poster ebodan ho because abusia nsesa ye hungu kam say yetu kwan. So I think they're going forward no e niam ba ko na me no bi so say yesua na ye make sure say we avert some of these things because to have 5 prominent government officials plus your friend saying 3 prominent military people, 8 people at a time. Some of these things are happening. No, it's highly tragic.
But videos and I just say, Omash Jube beyond recognition.
Then I am person make can say I because I will hear Omane photo, a fine gentleman. Now over there that hona. I don't know how to link the two. That is why I'm person make can see no more.
But for the sake of listeners,
Alaska.
When we inform, But I told the visual.
You have the human face, you know.
I moderate.
I it's really sad. And I'm because I say I thought that Nyame nim the oil, but Nyame visual Nyame ya more thing.
Now was a yebisa no ho asem.
And I say na make say entina wo bia na free asase so akwatena soro no because Nyame ti asase we so anka every day bia nkobeko court.
Anka amafo bebisa na asem o.
Nkobeko court da bia because won't me say wo se wo na we ya won't me yes and name no aka kire say ye misawo ye bebisa wo. But oben it is what it is.
Right.
Alaska life no I think say na yenso no and American life no let's take it cool. Life is simple. Life a very simple thing. Sometimes expectations and then as a form giddy obiti baby o su giddy na position no mo chair no mama maybe and at the bank and me buafu na me yesay
obi na wanya ne dia omunyina ganye omunyina koyo
life no sa na tie obi o ha o ya mama hwe na me da party no kura ma film na me yesay life no you don't know me say the interplay of life and the dynamics are so complex to the extent say wherever you are, do the little that you can and feel free. Don't overburden yourself with things that are beyond your control.
That's right.
Don't be chasing like obina anyane de yo, but you see what has happened. You understand? And sometimes life when you giddy wherever you are, just take it slowly, let it flow. Now be appreciative of the obenya bia because life circumstances, the dynamics and everything are involved in life is so complex to the extent say human understanding cannot explain everything. So Alaska, I think it's really sad. My condolences go to the family, the bereaved, this young way, and to his deputy minister Broja Jamfi, such a young man, also a very nice person. Broja is a personal friend.
That's right.
Oh yeah, he's a personal friend, a very nice gentleman. I think who are the way a manner is sad. It's sad. And this moment, I'm not sure even what to say. And I think our condolences go to Obia, especially Eastern region. And chair you, and President Mahama call Eastern region. Say Defense Minister Obia Ufriho. And this
Chief of Staff.
And I even forget about everything. Omane Boamah is such a young man, full of life, expectation, near my Dawson. Look at Mutala.
Obia sending messages say Omane Boamah mame bape onunkwa any.
Oh, never back.
That's right.
So you see, so just put yourself in the shoes of this woman. Alaska, we didn't want to win see with another BM da. Just imagine. Put yourself in the shoes of this, and I don't know. And yes, I be our turn officially. But yes,
but what
TV when I walk here, because it was all over.
And you do ban phone.
Yes, and issue no buy no. The people were speculating, and I think the only person I'm for yes sure say okaho no.
That's right.
Or not there because program now has to do with defense. Our modi defense play na econo. People were sure say anya hwe. The defense minister was part of it.
But as to
other people, no, because you're saying now most lands minister can until I called Matilda and was sending me a message. Say, oh no, God is in the who say, oh okay, or not the arm say, oh the kind cry that.
What I was Ivan, me babesh me real studio I made show now, you know, and I had a call.
Okay.
And I called Bisufi baby.
Okay.
National security. It's called a buy, no. And so as for this one, me answer na me kono na the people on board na na obi be say na menya.
Okay.
Iti ama afa omo no mutie so so mehwe a afa before for is na me to me nkasa because me bie I hope who here. So me bie mic na masai akatu
Alaska ha
be mic na
over there better radio so because Omane Boamah kind of
you see it me be mic na it not the cost keeps coming now me nuaba be boss him
okay
TV XYZ no offer me Alaska e dey na koi and Alaska say Alaska na so me nua to bo asaka afa suwa no so ti me to me kura ankasa
yes and then ya na beka there ya na beka Alaska o kind of say na wachire ba na ye
obi kura do send me message no say president e ka ho bi and say it Alaska mo hwe no do to me didi and I'm say so I have to tell the person say we dey keep kuna maintain
yeah because the entire people were attributing say president can no has to do with
because flyer
program yes
flyer na bar out no not president in the picture
yes the president was supposed to be part of the na air course no but I think the last minute changes said the Wusikano and I save president one man uncle and na yet hey Alaska and a different thing but even however no it doesn't change anything.
That's right,
because these are high profile individuals. Mutala has been an MP for quite a long time.
The constituents.
Yes. Say Umpo, another by-elections Ababato, and other people, some was upon. It's a person. Ghana politics, minim de nimno, and he's currently one of the vice chairman of the NDC. And your friend said, "Me, madam for your friend is saying Abuaje." One other person and I would confirm it, because I'm saying I've been missing that person.
What's
the other person involved? No?
Soldier penny be sending message.
Okay.
Now the Okanyana say Alaska, yeah, say any we now actually we a soldier near Nigeria. Now or see for the sake of a departed souls no or family. Anka visuals na yes circulate say omashishi ni we no anka be ya we should delete them.
Yeah,
because the more now and answer bia NCA betuma fa kwan bi so restrict saniama way because omunukura eto because in Nigeria there no it's not allowed.
Yeah, it's highly unprofessional on the part of your media houses.
That's right.
I think actors is something that in recent time, no, it has been thrown to the dogs. Alaska, just imagine so we're in here. People were actually, they wanted confirmation, so they didn't know the individuals that were involved.
That's right.
But I'm sure, sir, it's not nice. The major TV stations were showing some of these things, even in the most advanced countries, why CNN and as for them, when they are showing these things, there is a strict policy.
Exactly.
You need to blur and sabaya. And some of the content, even Facebook and YouTube, we can't even post them. Who post to
I'm a flag.
Because Alaska, these are sensitive images, and then as for by Hano, some of these actors in Asafo has been thrown to the dogs. So I watch a video and shit.
That's right.
And they were showing this thing on TV. So just imagine, say, a family member, has idea where.
And that's a baby, Omane mama mission,
yeah. Oh, Alaska. And I make say a believe a scar,
an indelible.
Yes, a scar on your mind that you a shock, you will never get out of it.
I have a mammy come home, Simamra.
All right.
Not me bar, you better live on the radio on 92.
Thank you for watching. If you have found this report insightful, please don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Let's continue demanding accountability. This is PENDREAM TV, where the truth lives. Thank you.
PENDREAM TV now, so far so good. Say open online portal e Ghana. Nipa share, nipa follow, nipa comment here. To my best of knowledge, without any biases, PENDREAM TV.